Go.
Today I'll be conducting a circuit training session for about 10 clients. Within the session there'll be a pregnant woman and an asthmatic. For the pregnant woman, there will be a station where she'll be doing crunches. However, to reduce the stress on her lower back, she'll be using this exercise ball rather than laying on the floor, just to help her find it a bit easier. And for the asthmatic, we've got the fans on to help keep the temperature down and keep the air flowing throughout to make it easier for them to breathe. Other precautions we have is a chair here for anyone to take a seat on if they're feeling lightheaded or extremely tired, as well as a water fountain here so they can get a drink if they're feeling dehydrated. Now onto the session. I'll begin by getting them to do a warm-up, about 8 to 10 minutes of light jogging around the room to get their heart rate up, about 60% of their maximum, and then they'll go on to some dynamic stretches. These stretches will be held for 8 to 10 seconds and they'll be dynamic, meaning that they'll be moving around the room whilst they're doing it. They'll be stretching their hamstrings, their quads, their calves, and their biceps and triceps, as these will be the muscles involved in the stations that are going to be used. There are some hazards already around the room. For example, these mats here, although they're somewhat out of the way, they could still be tripped on if someone's feeling lightheaded and going to sit down. They're quite possibly going to have worse balance than they usually would, so they could trip on them. There's this jacket here which would need to be moved, as is a tripping hazard being right next to this station. There's also other miscellaneous stuff such as skipping ropes and dumbbells left lying around the room which would be picked up. And most notably these bits just randomly on the floor where star jumps would be performed that a person could quite easily land on them and their feet would go under them. Right, and then there's this cupboard here which has electronics and the table inside. It will be cold and dark so no one can go in there just to make sure they don't get electrocuted or bang their head. For bags and drinks they'll be kept over in that cabinet there and on the windowsill just to make sure they're out of the way. If anyone spills their drink whilst they won't be spilling it in the area that the training will be taking place. Finally, once they're finished, I'll take them for a cool down. But again, about 8 to 10 minutes light jogging around the room just to help them relax again, followed by some more stretching, the same areas which will be held for about 15 seconds just to help, again, further cool their muscles.